Hi everybody, I'm Josh May and I'm here with Patrick Snipes and we're bringing you the final 10 holes of the ACO presented by Storm in Roswell, New Mexico.
Hey everybody. We've gone through the front 10 and we'll be on the back 10, the final 10 here at Enchanted Lands Park.
Yeah, I noticed this park established in 1984. That's not a super old park, but that's kind of an older park. 1984, that'd be what, 36 years old?
We have Austin Hoop just tearing it up at minus 28. Everybody else is chasing right now. Hole number 1, 356 foot. You have the option of forehand or backhand. We do have out of bounds on the right and the left and behind the pin.
Got Austin here playing that kind of low forehand route, kind of skip up to the basket. Looks like he's probably within 20, 25 foot, I'd have to think.
Alex, he's been playing a pretty decent round, kind of a slow start, but he's picked things up. And what a great shot that is, just to put it right over the mound.
Yep, just over the hill. That's all you're playing for here. Get it right over the hill, and you should have a putt.
S.Peavy.
Little low, hoping for a skip.
Yeah, and that it did.
Just gets over the hill.
What a great looking shot. C.Buckelew.
Playing kind of a higher line here, but it works. He's right there at the basket. This one is a little deceiving with that hill. You know, it's kind of hard to tell exactly how far the basket is behind that hill. So I could definitely see people leaving this one a little short.
And K.Carter. He's been with us all 3 rounds. Has a real good weekend going.
Yep, K.Carter. Check out Storm Discs, everybody. Him and his wife, Hope, are starting their business, so check them out.
What a great putt there to start off his back 10. He's a little excited by it.
Sean here for the 2.
Oh, looks like he might have got big putted a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit there. That's a miss you don't see very often from Sean. Or Cody. You know, Cody has a real smooth putt as well.
Alex put that one in nice. Like I said, he's gotten a little bit warmer as we've gone through the round. But you can't cool this kid off right now. Austin just seems to be on fire. If we had a fire emoji, it would be all over the screen.
For sure.
Oh, straight on the pole.
Nice putt, taking his time even on those short putts right there. Not going to let the door open at all.
Sean taking his time.
Oh, man, that's unfortunate. Just hit the pole and skipped out on him.
Those chains are so light.
They are. You know, and I noticed a little trick. The loops on those chains, I guess once the chains have been hit several times, they'll kind of scoot in, and you almost lose 3 inches of basket that way. I never noticed that. Someone showed me if you go push all the chains out, it'll give you 3 more inches of basket to hit.
Here we are on hole number 2, a little over 400 foot. It is a modified hole. We're not playing to the basket to the right over the creek. They've moved the basket to the left before the creek and created an OB line where you see the white on this tee box or on this tee sign. That is all OB, and it's a roughly tough shot, probably one of the toughest par 3s on the course. It takes a 420, 440 foot shot to get it close to the basket, and it's very risky to put that much power on it.
Yes. Austin kind of going that straight, direct at it route.
He did this last round also. Just a wonderfully straight line, never in trouble.
Yep. And you do have that. There is a hyzer line there, but it's really hard to push it all the way to the basket. So if you're just laying up, the hyzer line is definitely a good line to play. That one's looking great.
Wow, really had the straightness on that, the carry forward.
And we do have that left to right wind kind of helping hold the disc straight for you, so you don't have to worry about it hyzering too much. Kirby going with that big forehand line.
That would take a monster forehand shot. Looks like he might have got something on his shoulder there.
Yeah, that's going to take a huge flick to get it all the way to the basket. But it's a very safe play. You're playing away from that left OB. So it's a really safe play. Good pull by Cody. Looks like he's putting it up there probably within 40 foot.
And after all those shots, let's see what Sean can do. See if he follows suit, and it looks like he is.
A little low, but I think he's going to be fine. He should get a good skip out of that. And
Oh, yeah.
oh, yeah, he's definitely going to be putting.
And Kirby with a probably 45, 50-footer.
Yeah,
Put it up next to the basket.
Not a bad run at all. That was wow, if Austin's out right now, they all absolutely park this.
Wow.
And it's funny, we're
Great
talking
shot.
about this could be one of the hardest holes in the course, and we've got 4 birdies lined up right here.
Yeah, none more than 15 foot out.
No, that's exceptional playing right there. That's lead card. That's why the guys are on the lead card.
Sean wasn't going to let that one bounce out like that last one.
No. Luckily, a little different basket on this one, so.
Alex, just casual little tap in.
Wow, I mean.
Yeah, what a great
That's a great
play.
shot. And that's a disappointing 3 from Kirby, even though you can't really be disappointed with the 3 on that hole.
JoJo Baca there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hole number 2B, a little over 700 foot. A 2-shot hole. You're just looking to get about 400, 420 off the tee box to give you a decent approach. Some guys are pushing it a little bit harder, a little bit farther, trying to make up some ground.
Yep. And that's just fine right there, just in front of that little hill out there.
The wind's picking up a little bit. You can see it as the disc hit the ground and stir up some of the dirt. And his off to the right up there by the road.
That's a long drive. He got up over the hill. I'm sure that's pushing 450. Cody gonna try to ride that wind just a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And he's up there somewhere close to Alex. Great shot.
Which I don't think I would play this hole for the up long right. I do like a little shorter to the left.
If you're left, you don't have to contend with that hill. Not that the hill gets in the way, but it does kind of play with your judgment a little bit. If you're on the left-hand side, you're more level with the basket. I feel like you can maybe judge your distance just a little better from the left side.
Yeah.
Great shot from Kirby. Actually, where Kirby's at is probably one of the better spots to be.
Sean just approaching the basket.
Austin with his approach. Once again, this is that hole that you're not going to get a lot of ground action at the basket. So you kind of want to put it right on the pin and let it just sit.
And these guys are doing exactly what you need to do here. And Alex again with the long drive.
Yeah, he's feeling it right now with his drives. He's been crushing them.
And so many times it happens, you get the long drive and then you have to be the first to putt.
Yeah, but he got the birdie, and that's all that matters here. Let's see if Sean can get his. You know, and this is kind of one of those in-betweener holes. It's kind of an easy 4, but it's a tough 3. It's kind of one of those ones that's in between for sure.
It seems that all these par 4s can nearly be considered that way on this course. You should be birdieing most of the par 4s.
Yeah, and really, you know, my game plan coming into the tournament was you've got to get the 4s. They're not that hard. They're simple holes. You can literally throw a 300-foot drive, and you're there. So it's not something where you have to bite off a lot of distance off the tee or anything like that, but sometimes some OBs jump up and get you, though. That's the thing.
And Austin just not letting anybody catch up with him. He has definitely got a commanding lead. And let's just see how he sits back and plays this. Hole number 2C, a little over 550 foot. Austin steps up. We have that wind right to left. The OB right in front.
And looking for a little turn. Yeah, he got it. That could have been a little trouble with that OB.
Oh, he's deep enough.
He's got plenty of distance.
Yeah, he totally. You have to throw around 400 foot to get past the OB, and he didn't seem to have any problem with that one.
Not at all. And Alex going to kind of play that wider line. Hopefully he gets down before the OB.
Oh,
And
actually, he's before the street OB.
Okay,
he made it
so
in between the two OBs.
So he's in your little safe strip right there.
Yeah, which nobody goes for.
No. If you're landing there, you're an amazing player to land there on purpose every time.
And Cody, he's out there. He'll have a decent approach for his to the basket.
Yeah, and actually, speaking of this hole, the first round, Sean looks like he kind of pulled that a little bit.
Yeah, he had a misrelease there.
Yeah.
And it's gone off into the rough over there. Of course, it's not out of bounds.
No, he'll have probably a forehand upshot from there, I'd have to assume.
And Kirby, he's been pulling this one to the right the last couple of rounds.
This one's
and
in
this
trouble.
one he just pulled to the left.
He may have been safe just in front of that OB. Yeah, first round, I watched Alex park this and birdie it.
Wow.
I would have to think it's probably the only birdie of the tournament on this hole.
Austin, we might have a shot at it here.
Okay.
But I don't think
I believe
he has a shot at it. And here's that forehand that you're talking about. He actually took it. He landed in the OB, so he came back where he crossed the OB.
Okay.
On the right side of it.
Yeah, and it looked like Alex's upshot was a little long. He may have went OB there. There is OB, probably 40 foot.
And here's Austin's putt for birdie. He made it just about basket height, or basket depth, and puts it up there. And to walk off with par on this one isn't a bad score.
Not at all. And Alex may have been safe. It's hard to tell. That OB line is right there behind him. A little shout out to the advanced lead card in the background right there.
Oh, Sean, good putt.
Great putt by Sean.
Yeah, there's one of the guys that impressed me so much. PJ Sanchez.
In the yellow hat right there. Made a amazing comeback in the third round to get the win and advanced. A newer player. He's one that's going to be one of the better players in New Mexico for sure, in my opinion.
And I agree.
And Kirby, he putted that one with some force.
Yeah, it was the first time he got a bogey on this hole, and the first two times he threw to the right and was in the mess and was able to scramble for his par. This time with the OB stroke, there was no way to get his par out of that.
Yeah, and that's definitely the play. Play out to the right. If you're off in that stuff, you're still there for, you can still have a little cleanup shot and get your par.
Hole number 3, 444 foot. This, as most of these holes, give you an option to go either backhand or forehand. There is water and OB off to the right, and it actually creeps in on the basket pretty close, maybe 15 to 20 foot to the right of the basket. A lot of people will throw a hyzer and hang it out over the OB water and just bring it in safely into the fairway before the mound. Austin doesn't quite care for that route. He's going to go straight at it and try to push 450 straight, which he gets 440.
Yeah, great shot right there. He'll definitely have a look at the basket from there.
Austin keeps the pressure on everybody behind him in the box. At this point, probably no one's really looking at the wind to overtake him, and they're probably trying to position themselves for second through fifth. Sean, he lines up the backhand, and that's usually the route I'd prefer. With today's wind, it should just carry it close to the mounds and somewhere for you a decent putt and approach. Kirby, he just rips a really low hyzer. Again, a really decent shot. He's going to skip up there and give him a chance to hit the basket.
Just up around the hill.
And Alex, a high shot, skipping off the hill, giving him a shot for birdie on this one. Great shot. Here we have Kirby. He pushes it up and pulls it just a little bit to the right. Sean over the mound. Not quite over the mound. Cody looks like he's got an approach. Oh, and so close. Here's Austin's drive for his putt. Oh, just a little low. Would have loved to have seen that birdie from him. Sean going to try to pick up and save his par here with a sloppy approach shot.
Yeah, and this is a scary putt. Circle's edge, great putt.
The wind is howling over those hills.
He's got a headwind with OB 15 foot behind the basket. That's a great putt from Sean to save that par.
Alex with a chance for his birdie. Let's see what he does. Oh, just a little tough. That wind probably kept it up on him. And here goes Cody to get his par. Looks like we're going to have a bunch of pars here. Yeah, Kirby.
A couple of drop-ins right here.
Yeah, I've seen a pattern happen where Austin would be the last to put it in the basket and first to tee off on the box. A good pattern to be in when you're playing disc golf.
It's a great pattern to be in.
Hole number 4, 300 foot. It gives you options, a forehand option if you played a little short or long, but not to the creek, and a backhand option if you play it long, it'll give you an open shot. The straight shot is a little more difficult, yet I believe you can get closer with that shot than any of the others.
Yeah, I feel the straight shot kind of brings the trees into play a little more, but to me, it's the preferred line, though.
And here's Austin with that forehand. Let's see if he makes it over there before the OB, or he might.
Yeah, it looks like he skipped. I thought I saw something skip just behind the basket.
And there was this bug on the tee pad that he cleared off. He threw his shot and then came back and actually cleared the tee pad, which was very just interesting and neat to see.
Yeah.
And there's Cody.
A little long. That's going to give him that scary kind of death putt, but he should be able to manage from there. Sean's kind of going the more direct, straight at it route, kind of trying to turn something a little bit and let it fade back into the basket.
Oh,
wow.
He said all you really have to do is aim for that tree. He did it, and he got pretty close.
If you hit that tree, you're probably going to be within 15 foot, but there is that OB that kind of creeps in.
Here's a big hyzer by Kirby.
Kirby throwing the big spike hyzer.
Waiting for it.
Hard to tell where that one came down.
Again,
Alex
with these
also throwing the big hyzer.
Yeah, again, we'll have to wait till they.
Yeah, okay, there's Alex.
Yeah, he was a little bit long with his. Oh,
great putt.
Great shot. Wow. And Cody.
He did push it a little long. Let's see if he'll give this a full run or not. Oh, yeah,
he's running. He did. Oh, and he's safe. Great shot. Here's Austin. He wasn't out of bounds. There's an actual path you can see him standing on there where the OB wraps in and around, and he was lucky enough to be in the distance of OB, but still safe.
Yeah, I seen
is
that
Kirby.
A 2 from Kirby?
Yeah.
I seen several people land on that little path, and it sure was a savior being there. Cody cleaning up his 3, and Sean is parked.
He does his little job. You got it.
Great 2 from Sean.
That's a great smile there.
Yeah, Sean's a really fun guy to play disc golf with.
See, again, putting last, driving first.
Well, actually, I don't think he'll be teeing off first this time.
And there we go again with that PJ Sanchez.
Yep.
But hole number 5, 511 foot. I like the backhand hyzer. I really don't see a forehand for myself, although it could play safe. And I've seen it thrown a couple of times. And I'll also mention the overhand shot from Jason Weldon that worked out fantastic.
Yeah, and I've seen some great forehands, but I've also seen some really bad forehands on this hole. If you don't clear that road, you're re-teeing. And I don't know, something I don't like to mess with. I like to play to where I'm at least, if I go OB, I'm at least up the fairway.
Seeing Sean, instead of using the wind to push his hyzer, he thought he was going to flip it, and it just got on top of his disc and pushed him down.
Yeah, and that may have been OB. I'm not sure if it quite made that OB line on the right side.
And Kirby takes a little step. And there he goes, and he made sure and got that wind under his disc.
Yep, and that's all you're really trying to do here is just put it out there in the wind, let it hyzer, and you're probably, unless you have a huge arm, you're probably not getting the birdie that way, but it's definitely a safe play. This is definitely a bonus birdie hole. If you're picking up the birdie here, you're picking up strokes.
Austin just using the wind.
Let's see if Cody plays that wide hyzer, if he's going to kind of go more direct, straight over the road a little bit.
He's shown that he has the power to get there.
Yeah, he's one guy that may can get it there on the hyzer line.
Oh.
That was looking pretty good.
That is quite deep.
The one thing I'll say is trying to play over the road, the tee pad is kind of awkward if you're trying to throw over the road.
Alex might have got that up a little high.
Yeah, but he should be safe.
Indeed, with his arm speed, he's trying to pull to the basket. He knows that his time is short.
Yep. Sean with his little up shot. Looks like he put it right there. I don't know, 15 foot out. Kirby taking a note out of Aaron Collins' playbook, going with the knee flick here.
Oh, pulled that one up short.
Yeah, just kind of pulled it a little bit.
Nice little step putt. Gets him up close to the basket. Oh, a little flatter.
And Alex, he was down there. Him and Cody both. They're definitely in putt range.
Just right outside the circle. Cody, I'd love to see him get that one.
Oh, no, get down.
Yeah, those are hard lessons to learn. When to just put it up and when to go for it.
Yeah, but when you're on the final 10 and you're trailing, I guess that's time to start making them. Start going for it.
Well, Cody at this time has second place to himself.
Okay. So that's another thought. Him going for that right there resulted in a 4 if he makes this drop in. That's one of those fine lines, Do I run this and take the risk of getting a 4, or do I lay it up and take my par?
Yeah, and Kirby is the one chasing him.
Yeah.
And he also forward that one. So Cody's not losing a stroke to his.
No harm, no foul, but still laying up, taking the 3, you're gaining a stroke on third. Letting the final couple holes that you got to play feel a little more comfortable for you. Because I don't think there's any catching Austin at this point.
They are doing live scoring, so I'm not sure who was out actually looking at their scores, and I don't know if anybody was actually checking up as they played. So the mentality of these guys is just keep your head to the grindstone.
Yeah, just keep making putts.
Hole 6, 380 foot. It's moved off to the left. It's on a riser, about 2.5 foot. Still about 380. There is a forehand over the road shot or a backhand shot. Most people are taking a backhand hyzer shot, being a right-handed player.
Yeah, I think the forehand play is safe away from OB, but just that tree's kind of got that line pinched off a little bit. Sean gonna throw that backhand hyzer. Looks like he's just inside the circle probably.
And Austin challenging the road.
He's going
just a little bit. Didn't quite get it over the road.
Great shot though. He's still down there. See, and I was wondering about the forehand playing it wide of that tree and actually playing more for the skip off the road.
Well, yeah, and on the side that he took, it does seem to push him to the right of the basket quite a ways, at least 30 foot to the right both times he's played that shot.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if if he takes that just to the left of that tree. Oh, that's an unfortunate skip for Kirby.
Yeah. And the truck was nice enough to dodge the disc as he drove. It was kind of nice of him.
That's nice. Not all people do that.
Cody.
That's looking like a good shot. Looks like it's tracking right towards the basket.
Yeah, I think that's the line everybody really would want on a backhand.
Yeah, that's the line you're trying to hit. You don't want to push it too wide right, and you definitely don't want to be inside.
Oh, here we are. It's about 36, 37 foot. Oh,
Great,
Austin.
He's on fire. Like you said, that fire emoji would definitely be popped up by his name this whole round.
The excitement level, calm, cool, collected.
Yeah.
He just needs to drive this in these last couple of holes. There's Kirby to save his par. And what y'all don't know is there is a asinine driver out there right now in a hot-rodded Mustang.
Yeah.
That is just being terrible for the disc golf community.
We dealt with that several times through the round. This Mustang driving around, revving up his engine.
he was purposely getting in the way of our competition, and although we don't say or try to do anything, it was, as Kirby's a little bit disappointed by it himself.
Yeah, it just gets annoying, you know, that you're trying to concentrate on a shot and you hear this car trying to hot rod around. We got
Hole number 7. It's again one of my favorite holes at the whole course. 292 foot. A little forehand shot or a straight backhand.
Yep, probably my favorite hole on the course. Honestly, just we don't living in southeast New Mexico. We don't get to play a lot of holes like this. Not that it's wooded, but for us, this is a great tunnel shot for us. We don't get to see shots like this very often.
Nor do we get to walk 300 foot in the shade ever.
Right. Austin going with that forehand. And
Kicked up right close to the basket.
That may have been
short.
a good kick off a tree right there. And I believe last round Cody was throwing a forehand on this.
Yeah, he did.
So it looks like he switched it up, going to the backhand. Should be 30, 40 short from that tree, I believe.
And Sean's going to go to the forehand.
You know, on this hole, I feel like if you try to play to the trash can, just like that, that's right there by the basket.
Shot.
If you try to play it towards that trash can and let it kind of skip to the right, you should be inside the circle. This one's looking good, getting a little skip off of it. Yeah, just off the tree, but he's still...
Yeah, circle, in circle.
Might have a little straddle putt from there, but he should be well inside the circle. Kirby kind of turned that over just a little bit.
Yeah, he's still frustrated. The Mustang is literally still on the course. It's probably about a half a mile away revving at other players right now.
Yeah. Good upshot, though. He should be able to save par from there. And Cody lining up his birdie.
Oh,
Just off to the right side. Austin with another 2. And I think Cody's got a 3-stroke lead on third, I believe, right now. It was a great 2 from Alex.
yes, that's exactly what he has, a 3-stroke over both Kirby and Sean, which are tied at 19 under.
Okay, good cleanup from Kirby, being frustrated a little bit. That's not an easy putt. That's still a little tester, so good for him to be able to get his head right and make that putt. So Sean solo third right there with the birdie.
Excuse me, Sean was actually trailing by a score, so
Okay.
it was
Okay,
19
so-
to us. He actually just tied it up with Kirby on that one.
Okay, so we got a tie for third between Kirby and Sean, and Cody with a 3-stroke lead over them. So as long as nothing happens big on this last hole.
No, hole number 8, 515 foot. We have both the backhand and the forehand shots. We have OB on the left and the right. The mound that you'll see out there is about 440 foot out, and that's what these guys are mostly aiming for, maybe trying to get just over the hill. As we mentioned last round, the path actually squeezes in a little bit past the mound, which sometimes tempts these players to throw there and traps them out.
Yep.
This is a nice shot
Yep,
up in the open.
Just up on the hill. That's perfect. Let's see what Sean does here. Sitting in third with a 1-stroke lead. Let's see if he gets aggressive. It's looking like a good drive. Wanting to get a little hyzer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right
He's
up on the hill.
up on top of the hill. That's a great shot. You know, in this hole, to me, it was a little deceiving. Alex throwing a little bit of a turnover. Hopefully that gets a little stable.
Oh, and that's that squeeze in that you're talking about.
That's exactly where the path kind of squeezes in on that left, or into the left side.
And Cody, let's see what he does on his last shot or his last try for the round, and he puts it out there.
He's a little wide, but that's coming back in.
And that's past the mound, the longest drive on this hole.
Yeah, and I feel the wind was a little deceiving. You feel like it's a right to left wind, but I think it was a little more headwind than we expected, and it was kind of flattening our discs. If you can see, those discs are kind of flattening out a little bit.
Yeah. And Kirby put it right up there on the hill.
Great shot up on the hill.
Here's his approach.
Great shot from Kirby. Should have a drop-in birdie to end the round.
That's going to be a drop in, and here's Austin to finish his round off.
What a great round from Austin. He's sitting 14 down on the round right now. I believe 14 down through 19 holes.
15, I believe. Hey, I'll have to look at that.
Okay. Cody with his up shot. What a
drive.
Great drive.
Yeah, he could have literally jump putted.
Yeah.
As you see, he's cleaning out his. And everybody else cleaned out. I missed a couple of shots there, but they just cleaned up their pars. Of course, Austin came in and made his birdie on that. We had 4 birdies, and the only par there was with Alex. This is a little bit of his acceptance at the end. That smile. That's what you get after playing 3 decent rounds.
What a great round. I think that third round that we just watched right there was like a 1072 rated round or something like that. I don't know if that was official, but I think it was around a 1072 unofficial round.
Fantastic games. We appreciate everybody that's watched through these 3 rounds with us. Hopefully more to be coming later on this year. My name's Patrick Snipes. I'm 22252 Disc Life here with Josh May. Thank you so much, Josh, for joining me for this.
Yep, thanks for having me.
You're welcome.